45 miles separate the cities of Eugene and Corvallis, but the number of barbs and shots thrown back and forth between these two institutions could fill a distance triple that size. What a matchup we have for you in the battle for the state of Oregon. Welcome to Corvallis, Reser Stadium, home of the Oregon State Beavers. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks. The Ducks will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Oregon State's offense will take the field first. A program whose history is built on speed. Oregon just ran away from the Beavers last time.
And the Ducks were ready to play a year ago. They were ready for a war. They came out, they took it to Oregon State. They didn't back off, Jesse. That game meant a lot to them.
Yeah, they just caught fire early, and Oregon State couldn't put the fire out. They had no answers. Every possession Oregon had, it seemed like they were going up and down the field. So a big challenge for Oregon State in this one is to try to get off to a great start.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The run from the shotgun. He's in open space downfield. He's loose. The 20. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon State.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Oregon's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Offense in a bunch formation. Smith dropping to pass. That's caught. It's Green. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Got a man. It's Cavazos. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
That's caught. It's Hill. On his feet at the 40. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
It seems as if this old feud has been going on since Lewis and Clark set the foundation for the Oregon Trail. They've been playing since 1894, guys.
Game's been played for a long time, a lot on the line in the state of Oregon. Bragging rights, Jesse, for a whole year.
I feel like it's one of the rivalries in college football that maybe a lot of people don't talk about or really know about. But if you've ever been around this game, you know about the tradition and the history and the emotion surrounding this game. This is easily one of the best rivalries in college football.
On third down, he drops to throw. Quick completion on the out. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on third down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Back behind the chains, 1st and 15. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Smith wants to throw. Dances away. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's complete. Stumbled to the ground.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Oregon State has the lead. And after that 1st quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Calls his own number. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon!
And I love these design runs, goal-to-go situations. Gotta have it. I know I get an extra blocker with now my quarterback running the football, being decisive, getting downhill, getting in the end zone.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a 1st down.
With the catch, it's Clark.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Beavers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The play action fake. Fires to the tight end. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
And the Beavers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Trying to do it on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the first down. No matter what, if I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that first down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Durant. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
The Beavers getting set on 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it. Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Beavers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
And the Beavers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Catch in the middle. It's Meadows. And he used that spin move to put him in the spin cycle and gain extra yardage.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Dead center perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Smith dropping to pass. Finds his target down the middle. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on 1st down. With the catch, it's Kamara. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to keep it in the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half,
breaks into the open. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. And the Ducks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Touchdown, Ducks! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. To the air on second down. Wide open downfield. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to go up top on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fakes the grab. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
A really nice job by the quarterback putting some extra heat on that throw. As a defensive back, I'm going to drive to that curl, try to get there really quick to try to break up the pass, but when the QB puts it that hard on the money with that much accuracy, really hard route to defend.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Bounced right back to them. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes the catch. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Smith wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Cavazos. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Wants to fire on second down. Finds his tight end. Still running at the 40. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
What a weapon this guy is, right? At the tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll try to get it through the air. Pulls it in. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Deep shot for the end zone, and it's caught! Touchdown, Oregon!
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the two-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead, that gives them tremendous confidence heading in at halftime.
It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here between the Ducks and Beavers. And we've got to start our report by shouting out that quarterback. My man was dropping dimes like a bank robber, one after another, right on the money, spreading the wealth. Are you picking up on the theme here, people? Long ways to go, I know. But if this continues, that young man is going to be cashing in more ways than one. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Oregon and Oregon State plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Beavers will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, Ben. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Find some fresh air. Got the first down and more. There he goes. Inside the 30. He's at the touchdown Ducks. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. You know they love their track at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get to the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Power football with the run. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. The short hands, it's Clark. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to cap it.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Buying some time. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The Beavers come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught behind the line. It's Clark. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team?
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
Punt is in the air. Now on the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
The Ducks have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Looking for space. It's Green. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. A run for the quarterback. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You know, they got a lot of trust in this running back on these big downs to go find a way to get it done. On that 4th down, that is a huge play in this game, and he delivers for his team.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Give to the back. Jukes his way for more. There he goes. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Ducks have it with a 1st and goal. They send the tight end in motion. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Smith dropping to pass. Oh, they're after him. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him...
Touchdown, Oregon! And the beatdown has ensued. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David. Oh, he's got some space. Quick step and go. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Complete in the middle. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Beavers!
One of the reasons this offense offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, and gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. This is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Under fire. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finding an escape route. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Ducks look to do some damage in the red zone. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
The Ducks line it up with a 1st and goal. Might be calling a hot route. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Floats it out in space. Touchdown, Ducks! And the punishment has been extended. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3. It's as if the Duck has hopped on that motorcycle and is revving the engine, and Oregon is threatening to drive away.
And Oregon's a team that, man, when they get it going, a lot of times they're just so hard to stop. The swag gets rolling. The uniform always looks good, but Oregon State's going to have to find something in this rivalry.
They need a big play, and they need it right now. The Beavers need to be able to slow down this runaway train that is the Oregon Ducks right now.
Out of the shoe, quick toss to the right. Turning it on. Smashes through the tackle. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
To the air on 1st down. He wants to go deep. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Clark. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And the Beavers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Quickly out to the tight end. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. The Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Quick spin on the line. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Grab behind the line. It's Clark. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
This offense is going to try and stretch the field vertically and horizontally. They did there throwing it to their running back, but the defense, they were in perfect position to make that play for no gain.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wants to throw again. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Wow, you usually don't get that wide open in the end zone. If that ball comes in like that, that's a play the receiver has just got to be able to make for his team.
They tried to throw it in last time and didn't get it. Still needing 2 yards on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Oregon State. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. Now the play fake. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Even with this lead, they're going to toss it again. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0.